Rich Van Tassel back with you. Thursday, April 28, 2016, giving you the recap of last night's Game 5. The Golden State Warriors absolutely rocked the Houston Rockets. Pun was not intended there. They won by 33 points to take the series 4-1, even without Steph Curry. For the Rockets, you look, there were only two players in double figures. One of them was James Harden. He was the only starter. He had 35 points on 12 of 23 shooting. Michael Beasley had 11 points off the bench. No one was in the plus in this game. The best of the plus minus were three guys: Montrezl Harrell, Clint Capella, and Goudlock. I'm not sure what his first name is. Also, KJ McDaniels were all -3. All those guys were off the bench. Looking at their starters, Dwight Howard was -30, Trevor Ariza -32, James Harden -27. So the Rockets' season mercilessly comes to an end. For the Warriors, Klay Thompson picking up the slack with 27 points. Sean Livingston had 16. Brandon Rush off the bench had 15 points. I'm not sure if most of that came in garbage time. I hadn't been seeing him getting many minutes in this series. The Warriors shot 54.9, just shy of 55% from the floor, 13 of 31, which is just shy of 42% from three, compared to the Rockets, who only shot 32.6% from the floor, 18.8 on 6 of 32 from behind the arc. Now, watching the first half of this game, Golden State got off to a pretty good start. They were up, pushing it right around 20 for most of the time. Houston would give a little fight, but I only stayed up to watch about the first half. Houston could never really get any traction going, and this shouldn't be a surprise. I picked the Houston Rockets to win the title this year, obviously. Ty Lawson was the main reason. He's not even on the team anymore. I don't think they integrated him. As for the Houston Rockets, with what happened this season, obviously the firing of Kevin McHale 11 games in was a huge mistake. I thought it was at the time. And now, this is what you get for it. Will Dwight Howard come back? Dwight Howard did have 21 boards last night. I still think Dwight Howard is a premier player in this league. He's obviously going to opt out. Houston's probably not going to want him. There's the James Harden and him dynamic. Who knows, but I expect J.B. Bickerstaff will also be gone. Harden they'll probably keep. But there's a lot of discussions, and obviously Houston is a very analytical team. Their general manager, Morey, loves that. So there's a lot of questions for the Houston Rockets moving forward. As for the Warriors, now everyone's going to talk about how important it is to wrap this series up because Steph Curry can get rest. And folks, please tell me none of you all are dumb enough to believe that or not at least look past that. Steph Curry, they said he's out for 2 weeks regardless. It doesn't matter how fast they wrap this series up or how long the Portland and Clippers series drags out. Steph Curry is out for 2 weeks. We're not talking about a situation where he's playing with, a sore hamstring or something or his ankle, whatever it is, and he was still playing through it and needs rest to recuperate. No, he's out. So he's not playing for 2 weeks regardless. So we'll see how much talk there is, but you'd have to imagine that places like ESPN are going to feed on the brain-dead public and tell you how important rest is. It doesn't matter because Steph Curry is not playing in these games regardless, so don't pay any attention to that. But certainly Golden State, it was good to wrap this series up. You don't want to extend a lesser team like Houston any more than you have to. So tonight, we have only the one game at 8. It's the Atlanta Hawks against the Boston Celtics. We'll be sure to give you the recap of that game when it's over. Remember, we appreciate all subscriptions. The NFL Draft is tonight, so anyone who wants to check out my draft video on my YouTube channel, didn't really go much into it, but just, some of my quick points for it, so be sure to check that out. We really appreciate it. We saw that the recap of the Hornets and Heat did very well last night, so appreciate all for watching. And check out CLNS Radio tonight for the post-game wrap-up of the Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics Game 6. I will also be calling in, Lord willing, and to discuss that, but they give you all your post-game needs, so be sure to tune into them as well. Thank you all so much.